GZ, new release preview for Friday, September 5th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Hawaii time. Have a lot of Marlin Magics this week, Ruckus series and a few extras. And then we have some more BONZE lures that came in to restock some of the items that we had sold out. We have MOYES Ono bullets, and then we have some pre-owned lures. And that's pretty much it for this week. Before we get started, I think last week we had mentioned doing a video on the peanut series, or the small micro baits, like 4-inch, 5-inch baits. Those are actually going out this week. We just had some issues with the rendering and the download on that. So that's gonna, check that on our YouTube channel, be out this week. I believe that is all I have right now. So let's get started with the Marlin Magic series. Again, we're releasing pretty much all the Ruckus except for the baby Ruckus and smaller sizes. But we have the double XL Ruckus, which I think is out of stock currently. So the double XL Ruckus, kind of their teaser size. And then we have a handful of those. Then the XL Ruckus. We did a lot of these in Firetails vinyl and blue ocean skirting, but I want to show you our new yellowfin pattern from Firetails. So here's the new yellowfin pattern from Firetails. It's really nice, actually. He's getting a little bit more kind of a realistic print on them. So I think the skipjack is a little bit renovated too, and maybe one of the other patterns, but for sure yellowfin and skipjack. So there's that. And then here I have large Ruckus, pretty good restock. We haven't had many large Ruckus, and that's a very popular size, so I'm excited to bring those in as well. So again, there's another yellowfin pattern, and we also have lava series in the large Ruckus, but here's this is one of my personal favorite patterns. And here's more of the lava series. We did one of these in regular vinyl. Okay, we also have kind of your petrolero-ish color in purple lava, or purple dichro. And then the Ruckus, we brought in a bunch of them, so they're pretty much fully restocked. I'm just gonna sample a few of them. Here's one we did in Wahoo. It's got blue mother of pearl, black back, but we did that in Wahoo pattern. Okay, and then I got blue skipjack, purple eclipse, got some more of that yellowfin pattern, and then we did some blue ocean skirting as well. But yeah, a lot more variety of color patterns here. I like this one with orange mother of pearl, black back. We did this in a petrolero pattern, so I think I only have one of those left. And that's it for the Ruckus series. But again, 12-inch, 14-inch, which is a large, 16-inch, and then the double XL Ruckus. Those are all restocked finally. Super Digga dogs, I think we released them either last week or the week before, but this week we're releasing the lava series. So we did all printed or colored backs on them, all black, but all the different colored lava series, which is a Kool-Aid, purple, the petrolero pattern, or gold dichro, and then that's pretty much it for his colors. But yeah, so we have the whole lava series on the Super Digga dog. Those things always move fast, but excited to bring in the lava series there. That one's a heavily requested item. And then I have new Papa Joe's. Here's an example of one of the new skipjack patterns, for example. You can see it just a little bit more renovated, a little bit more kind of a realistic print. But there's that one. And yeah, there's a handful of Papa Joe's, and then kind of on the smaller size, that same shape, which is those bulbous shapes. This is the Captain's Choice, or restocked the Captain's Choice, and then the medium pear. Again, those are all kind of that that pear shaped that they started up, one of their original designs with extra large hips in the back. So medium pear, a little bit of a restock there. For BONZE lures, we got Sugar Daddies and BTKs. So here's a Sugar Daddy. These have been heavily requested. We ran out very quickly last time, so we brought in another 10 or so. And so we have a bunch of different color patterns there. And then the BTK, this one has also been a popular lure. I think it was it last year or 2 years ago, it caught a grander over in the Azores. But yeah, BTK available now again, so check those out. We have a handful of color patterns there, Gay Bob, kind of your Kona Classic, and so on and so forth. MOYES medium Ono bullets with hair. These things have moved like crazy. We brought in a restock of about 20 to 30 units, so all those popular colors that have been selling out, they are restocked and ready to go. And then we have pre-owned lures. That's the last for this week. We have some more classic 80s style Marlin Magic lures with real shell inserts, real abalone shell. We have the, I'd say it looks like 6 Ruckuses here. So we have 6 Ruckuses. Again, the black back, blue back. Here's a blue and green back. This one's really nice. And a lot of these are in pristine condition. You really don't even see a scratch on them. So there's one that's got some, definitely caught its fair share number of fish. This one right here. And it has a really old label on it. Most likely this was the oldest one of the group. But yeah, that's 80s, late 80s style, mid to late 80s Marlin Magics. Along with that, I have a trio of soft head Marlin Magics. These are also very old, but they are, here's a Super Dog, and I have 2, I think this is the double XL Ruckuses. So I got 2 of those as well. I got an ice blue and a white awabi shell. But again, those are soft head versions, really hard to find. They don't make them anymore. So check those out while they are there, because once they're gone, I don't know when we'll get anything else like that in. Above that, I had a Zulu from Black Bart. This is also a soft head version of the old classic Black Bart Zulu. There's his label at the nose right there. And we have some more vintage Black Barts. This one is signed 94 on the bottom. This is just an old, like a old plunger teaser kind of bait. It's got some reverse taper to it, but this one hard to find. Skirt saddles are very different compared to his other ones. These have a, it's labeled DPL, or the guy who originally collected them, he's a heavy fisherman from the Azores, and anyway, it's that series. We've released a bunch of those in the past, so he was just a big collector of Marlin Magic lures and Black Barts and other things. I also have, this one's really hard to 100% confirm, but the original owner knew Bart Miller, and he got this from his daughter. So it's got an old, like a weird label on it. It says Black Bart. This is just a prototype reverse tapered plunger that he got. This is a soft head. So this doesn't look like a traditional Black Bart, but this came from Bart Miller's daughter originally. So that is available. We have looks like a Oz Prowler or something like that, but this is a cupped version. Again, this is an old one, old Black Bart. A cupped, it's non-jetted, one of the from the Prowler series. And then we have a Marlin Candy here, another classic Black Bart lure. Okay, and then we have 2 lures from Boscoe Lures. Those are available. The Zephyr, it's not the Zephyr, can't remember what that one's called. And then this one is called the Gringo, I think that's the Gringo right there from Boscoe Lures. Those are hard to find. I have an Amaral Lures, my goodness, Mamba. And then we have a Top Gun Lures Aussie Apollo. So this is kind of like the knockoff Apollo a little bit from Top Gun Lures. Kind of like that's why I call it the Aussie Apollo. It's a little bit different shaped if you looked at it compared to the Joey Apollo, but pretty close. And then lastly, I do have one more Marlin Magic, this little tiny plunger. So this has got Gary Eoff's label on it, but this has a real shell insert on it. It's another old one. Okay, that is it for this week. I will say too, we aren't fully stocked up yet. We're getting in, but MOMOI just came out with more X hard in pink. So pink will now be available in their extra hard series for their mono leader. So we're going to be carrying that. So just stay tuned for that. There's a little bit of 530 out there. So if you're interested in trying that out, you can check that out. But we'll be getting a little bit more stock of that coming out very soon. So that is it though for this week. But hit us up with any questions. Of course, any of the stuff we can rig up like usual. And yeah, that's all I got today. All right, appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your week.